Palestinians in Gaza have hailed the resignation of the Israeli Defence Minister Avigdor Lieberman, citing it is a political victory. Now, Lieberman on Wednesday announced his resignation, protesting Egypt-mediated ceasefire in Gaza that he called was, of course, a surrender to terror. Now, Lieberman's resignation was described as a blow to the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's conservative coalition government as well. Lieberman said he will also withdraw his far-right Israel party from the coalition that would leave Netanyahu with control of just 61 of the 120 seats in parliament. A year before Israel's next election, there are reports another right-wing leader and minister may also be given charge of the defense ministry. His party, of course, a coalition partner in the Netanyahu government, has been demanding that he be made the defense minister, creating further trouble for the prime minister. Meanwhile, the Israeli prime minister has defended the ceasefire, saying that the country's leadership is doing the right thing. At least 14 Palestinians and 2 Israelis were killed in 2 days of violence after Israel launched a covert commando operation in Gaza. The Hamas retaliated to Israeli operations by firing over 400 rockets at southern Israeli communities as well.
هذا يمثل انتصارا للمقاومة وإقرارا بالفشل، وهي إحدى تداعيات فشل الجريمة التي ارتكبت بحق خان يونس وفشل سياسة ليبرمان بفرض الحصار على قطاع غزة وصمود وثبات شعبنا الفلسطيني.
ليبرمان وزير الحرب مش وزير الدفاع بما يسمى في دولة الاحتلال سقط، وسوف يسقط كل من يتآمر على الشعب الفلسطيني. طبعا المقاومة بصراحة أثبتت قوتها المرة هذه.
The situation here in the south is kind of not okay for the past 8 months. We feel like people have forgotten us, as if we're not as important as the rest of the country. And Lieberman resigning from his duty is understandable. I can understand where he's coming from. I think he's doing the right thing.
And Daniele Pagani, our bureau chief for West Asia, is now joining us live from Gaza. And Daniele, we already know one part of the story, of course, that the Israeli Prime Minister seems to be facing some sort of trouble over this deal. But what is the situation in Gaza where you are, which has been the epicenter of the ongoing and unfolding violence for many months now?
Certainly, yes. As of now, here in Gaza, in the Gaza City, in the Gaza Strip, an uneasy calm prevails. People are wondering if this is the end of this batch of hostilities or things can plummet even further. As of now, they are cleaning the rubble of several of the building hits. We've recently just visited one of those buildings. It was well within a residential compound, precisely inside the city of Gaza. Residents to whom we have been speaking have no clue about the fact that this was possibly used by Hamas. It was a residential 5-story building where also a lot of collective activities were taking place for the sake of the neighborhood. There was a training center inside, for instance. So now the situation is of an uneasy calm. Things have been calm since the ceasefire got in place.
Right, and as things get in place there, Daniele, now we are also, of course, picking up that the Prime Minister in Israel is trying very hard to keep his government together ahead of the election season next year. We believe that another right-wing party leader may be made the defense minister.
Absolutely, yes. So the next in line, if we have to pick up names, is Mr. Bennett. He is currently the education minister. He is well known for his very right-wing and religiously oriented views. Often he said that the management of the relation between Israel and the Gaza Strip under the leadership of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and of the former defense minister, Mr. Avigdor Lieberman, was too mild. He advocated often for war against Gaza. He doesn't believe that there is any more space for talk. He believes that every kind of talk between Israel and Hamas is just a loss of time and will only get back the situation at square one without evolving. He has been demanding many times the possibility to become the Ministry of Defense. So there was a big rivalry between the former Ministry of Defense and him, and it's a rivalry that will give its results in the coming days. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, is definitely in troubles. He now has to find a replacement, but he also would need a replacement which is within his own ranks and not coming from the right wing and people who are maybe hostile to his views.